Welcome to Preecaaap UFC Winnipeg. We're starting a little bit. We're not completely ready, but see, I think I gotta go get my beer. Hold on, Dave. I'll be right back. But bear with us. We're just starting. Unreal.
What a day. All right, kids, where we at? We're in Canada. Fuck yeah. Little Canadian card going on. Malott looked pretty weak in the weigh-ins.
All right.
Gilbert Burns a fucking assassin.
I was going to put another 5 minutes on a timer, but then I saw Raw Torque in here. Word up. Number one on Tapology. Word up, first place, Raw Torque. Here's Raw Torque getting first place in Tapology, Group 926, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did horrible last week, but so be it. Happens. Whatever.
Bad week last week.
Huh?
Shake it off.
Shake it off. I'm gonna get a perfect card this week. As soon as I find out where I'm almost done research. I just gotta find out where JJ Aldrich is training. But you know what? We can find out when we get to that fight. So this is a pretty crappy Canadian card up in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
The downtown metropolis of fuck nowhere.
Winnipeg.
Dude, Winnipeg's the fucking butt fuck nowhere. It's like Fargo.
Saying why?
Okay. It's like Fargo. Okay, it's like your Fargo is our Winnipeg. Like, honestly,
you go to Winnipeg just to see the Jets.
Dude. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Minus fucking 40.
Where the fuck is Winnipeg?
Fucking Fargo.
It's I think it's like right above Minnesota, isn't it? Like on the map, I think it's above. If you line up the states, I do believe it's right above Minnesota. So anywho, Tyler Beadham Marshall Arts. Hey, Real Fight Picks, how are you, buddy?
Glad to be here. Life is good. Ready to
glad you can join us. First this morning, you're like, I gotta work. I had a crappy work day the other day, so I gotta make up for it, and I'll be working all night. I'm glad you can join us. Take some time off.
Yeah, I didn't want to let Dave down.
So I've been going over. This is kind of a crappy card, but I mean, I enjoy every fight, every card. I like fist fights, and that's what these are. So we're gonna break them down, regardless of if it's crappy or not. And yeah, you guys ready to get into this? I didn't even watch weigh-ins. Now, no nada. I know Real Fight Picks usually stays on top of that. So I don't even know. We'll check Tapology, but I don't even know if everybody made it or what the deal is here. Dave, do you want to take over the screens? There you go. Stop sharing. There you go. Let's see. Who missed weight? Go down a little bit more. There we go. Any reds?
Nope.
Looks like everybody made weight.
There's a catch weight fight though.
Yeah, who's that? Castaneda?
This one here, I don't remember the 138-pound division.
they made that special for
special
Castaneda.
138.
John Castaneda, Mark Vologden. Well, when we get to that, I guess Real Fight Picks said he looked like shit on the scales too. Did you watch all of them? Real Fight Picks? Did you watch all the?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch all of them, but I did go back just to make sure nobody missed weight. And I'm gonna put my money on the fact that John Castaneda looked the worst. He didn't look all there. And Mike Malott put on a pretty good face.
That's not him, is it? That guy? I turned my paychecks into. Is that John Castaneda? I turned my paychecks into what? Into scratch offs. I turned my paychecks into scratch off. This was the outcome. I'd watch that. That clickbait was good, Dave. Good. Castaneda asked for the catch weight, 140 pounds. Brother. Anywho. Oh, box of shame for Mike Malott.
Yeah, and he played it off right now.
Anybody else got that box on?
Look at his face right there. He'll smile when he's done, but look at him right there.
Oh, who the fuck is that guy? I'm betting against whoever that is.
Looks like Timu Marab.
Huh? Yeah, the Timu version of Marab. Holy shit, Barboza, right? That's the Barboza. We'll get to him anyway. Let's start from the beginning, huh? What's the curtain jerker? The curtain jerker for the prelims. We've got Jamie Siraj taking on John Giannis. All right. Let me get this up in my tapology here because these guys. Okay, Jamie Siraj. He's a Canadian here. He's the favorite. I wrote him down this morning. Odds -265. Huge, a sizable favorite for the Canadian here, and he's taking on a 9-4 John Giannis. John Giannis is +215 if you want to go that route. These guys, I don't know neither. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know either of these guys, but we're gonna find out a little bit about them. I know so Jamie Siraj, he's out of Vancouver. He trains at Diaz Combat Sports. He's from the BFL, Battlefield Fight League. Don't ask me. He's coming off a win over a 27-12 Donnie Matos. Okay, 27-12. Look at the other guy before him, Gustavo.
No,
look at that guy with the axe. It's fucking awesome.
With an axe. That's pretty awesome.
Man, what is it? He's a Brazilian Viking. You don't see them. You don't see a Brazilian. I thought Robert Valentin was going to be crazy. Brazilian Vikings. That's interesting. And before that, he fought this Gustavo Orac at 25-10. These guys, 25-11 now. These guys are losers. He lost to a 29-22 Diego Bandeo. So now he lost to that guy right there. 32-22. 32-22 record. And this guy is a -265 favorite over John Giannis.
That guy that you're fucking crushing just beat Kai Kamaka. This guy here?
Who's that?
Diego
Bandeo?
He actually beat Kai Kamaka.
Whatever. Wow.
I'm just saying.
Coconut bombs. No, that's Maki Patolo. Kai Kamaka, third. Didn't he just fight recently? Kai Kamaka? Yeah, fought like last week or a week before. He was a curtain jerker. Anywho, let's talk about John Giannis. Why is this other guy such a huge favorite over John Giannis, who's already had one fight in the UFC? He lost it to Austin Bashi. He got submitted, rear naked choke. Before that, though, he was in Fury, going against decent, I think, better quality fighters, people I've actually heard of. You know, I've heard of CJ Jimenez and I've heard of Nick Aguirre. I think Nick Aguirre might have even been in the UFC. But John Giannis is a plus money, +215 over this guy that's from, I think it's got to be Canadian bias, because John Giannis is fighting out of the War Training Center. You know who fights out of there? Zach Reese, Trevin Giles. It's in Houston. It's in Texas. War Training Center. That's what. Yeah, Trevin Giles, the former Officer Giles, and Zach Skeletor Reese. So interesting there. And I did look at earlier in the week. I did manage to. That's how I found out he works. Right there, War Training Center. You can see it in the background of that one picture with the red shorts guy. Anywho, man, I don't know what to do with this fight. Hopefully we can look at the face-offs, and let's see what the smart chat knows anything. Jamie is a ground nerd looking to sub Giannis. Okay, here they are. Gerald Lynch, what's up, buddy? So, all right. So the ground nerd, Jamie Siraj, he looks like the You know, he looks like that one. The brothers from Philadelphia. They're not that good. One's a heavyweight. The other one, come on. The two brothers. They're not that. That's who he looks like. He looks like the younger one. But I don't know. I don't know who's going to win this fight. So I'm definitely not taking a Jamie Siraj minus 265 when he's lost to that 22. I don't care if that guy beat Kai Kamaka or not. Diego Bandeo, 29-22 the guy is. And then he's spinning wheel kick, knocked this guy, Jamie Siraj, the minus 265 favorite, knocked his ass out. I can't do that. But gun to head, I guess I'll have to pick the home team. Right? I don't know. What are you going to do about this one? Real fight picks.
I was just going back to my notes. I mean, you got to go with if you just want to, like, this is what I do when I get two guys that I don't know very well. I look at their gyms.
Dawkins, thank you, Kyle Dawkins. My bad.
And I mean, it doesn't look like this kid, Giannis. He trains at some gym from Plainview, Texas, where he's from. It's like there's nobody like
it is
popular
not
there.
Real fight pick. Trevin Giles and Zach Reese, War Training Center.
I thought he trained
the War Training Center.
Right now?
Yes. Hit the Instagram. He hits a picture, and it shows him at the War Training Center. And the War Training Center, sit right there in the background. It says War. It's that you can't see it all, but definitely it's War Training Center. And Trevin Giles and Zach Reese both train there. So there is a little bit of he's not at a bum gym. He's at a decent. There's a picture, War Training Center there it is, with that pirate flag. Arg. Look at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, touche. I mean, I know he has a boxing heavy style. He did a little bit of amateur boxing.
Oh, slam that ball down. Boom. What the fuck?
How old is he, by the way?
Ball don't hit back, John Giannis.
How old is Giannis?
What?
How old is he?
Giannis Gamori?
Yeah.
No, John Giannis is 30. They're both 31 and 9 months.
Oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. Look at this.
Whose baby is that?
Canadian.
Oh, that's Siraj's baby. How old is that picture? Go back to that again.
48 weeks.
48 weeks. That baby's almost a full year now. But still. Oh, it's cute. Still, new baby. Yeah, new baby, new dad. It's within a year. I still give him that edge. No wonder he's minus 265. Got the new baby, a little cute baby.
I should have been paying closer attention to the topology and stuff. I mean, I'm just gonna pick Siraj, but it's so crazy, like he had a brain injury that took him out for 4 years.
Look at Adam Posner on the radar. Adam Posner. The guy looks like they all look like Wish versions of other fighters. There's Jamie Siraj, the Wish version of Kyle Dawkins. Thank you, Selena, or this person. Thank you for saying Caucus. It's not Dawkins, but close enough. I get it. Kyle Dawkins is Caucus. Yeah, he sucks Caucus. And you know what? He's the better of the two. The other one should have stayed a cop. What's his name? Kyle Dawkins. Chris Dawkins. Chris is the older heavyweight. Hey, what's going on? MMA Jesus. Yeah, how do you promote a Canadian card unless it's full of Canadian fighters? Beware. Yeah, and do not take all Canadian. That I looked through it. You don't want to do an all Canada parlay. It worked out in Vancouver. This is Winnipeg, boys. This is not Vancouver, and this is. I mean, it could still maybe work out. I still might do it, but I got a couple that I'm going against. Just two. I'm going against two Canadians, maybe three. So anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that. New Dad Power. I'm on the Canuck. Agreed. I'm going to take the New Dad Power. That's what pushed me over. I'm going to take Temu version of the Canadian version of Kyle Dawkins. His name is Jamie Siraj. Real fight picks. Who would you say you're going with the favorite? Going with the money, the bookies?
Yep.
Agreed. Might as well. Dave?
Yeah, these guys. I got no stats for any of these guys, but I got to go with the number 1 ranked Canadian welterweight in the
hot prospect, hot Canadian
one ranked, man. And they're not going to start off a Canadian card, unfortunately, with a Canadian loss for her number 1 prospect against John Yannis.
He's in the west side of Canada, though, Dave. He's over in your neck of the woods, Vancouver. That's over. Yeah. That's you. Yeah, you know him, don't you? You go to the pub with him last week? Oh, no, that was that guy that sold his business to a different company.
Went to high school together, and we fucking have the same homeroom teacher.
Jamie Sarad.
This is Williams. Yeah, no, we fucking.
You went to high school with him. You failed a lot then because he's 31. you only got 15 years on the dude. But anyway, that's cool.
Sorry, college. We're college.
Different out there in Canada. It's just different. The Mounties and shit. It's hard to catch on a horse. Anyway, moving on up the card. Next we have here he is, John Castaneda. That's the one that we're talking about. Had to look like crap on the scales. That's what you said, right? Real fight picks.
I mean, he looked, sexy, but not good.
Sexy Mexi Castaneda. You're saying that I get the play on words. I enjoy it.
Adjective.
No. Sexy with an I, so it's not gay.
What? That makes it gay if it's with an I.
I think so.
It's with 2 eyes.
But anyway, John Sexy Mexi Castaneda. He's 21-8. He's coming off back-to-back losses, though. That's never good. Most recently, he took a loss to Chris Gutierrez, split decision. What a heartbreaker, But that was undefeated. Daniel Marcos, 15-0. So you got to give him a little pass on that. He beat Kyung Ho Kang. That guy sucks. He beat Myun Gafarov. Took my money on that one because I picked Myun Gafarov. I thought Myun Gafarov was a pretty well-rounded fighter, but yeah. Anyway, unanimous decision win there. And before that, he lost to Daniel Santos. So Castaneda's been in the UFC for quite a while now, and he's going against this guy, debutant, brand spanking new, coming off a Contender Series loss, but still managed to get on this card, and he's a near even against Castaneda here. So I'm already leaning Castaneda because of his experience. Let's see. He's out of the academy in Minnesota. The other guy it says All Stars Training Center on Tapology. That's wrong. I went to his Instagram page. He is at the UFC PI, but before that, I saw footage. He was at Syndicate. I didn't see him with anybody recognizable faces, but I did see the background said Syndicate. That's in Vegas. So maybe All Stars is in Sweden. That's where Kamzat trains at, but I don't. So maybe that's the gym that he's repping, but for this camp, he was in Vegas, which is good. You want him to be close to where he's fighting. You don't want to have to, So I think he's been training at Syndicate and definitely the UFC PI. But I can't go for an unproven Russian. I gotta lean the guy that's has experience in the UFC and take Castaneda. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm going to take him by decision. I think he's going to get enough done to maybe not. Look at the red flag in years. 34 years old for Castaneda. The other kid's 26. I got to see the face-offs. Castaneda does have height and reach advantage, though. So if it's substantial in their face-offs, if Castaneda is substantially taller and it looks like he's got better reach, I'll go with the Castaneda. But that's what's going to determine my pick is when Dave shows the face-offs. He was held back because teachers loved him. Oh, yeah. Sup, buddy? Sup, useless? Vlogden opened up as a favorite. He's given 4 inches of height, 6 inches of reach to an experience. Oh, look at Vlogden looks like a little boy. Castaneda looks like a doctor. The glasses with the clear frame glasses. That's what makes him smart. Did we all pick Siraj? We did all pick the Timu Canadian version of Dawkins. Not Chris Dawkins. What's the brother name? Kyle Dawkins. Canadian version of Kyle Dawkins. But anyway, we all did take him. And now I think we're probably gonna. I'm taking Castaneda in this just because the picture that Russian kid Mark Vlogden, he looks like he's nervous right there. He's got a little boy. He's got the little boy pimples going on. What is he? 26. He's still dirty behind the ears and shit. Castaneda's got that big cauliflower ear. That's experience right there, bud. Castaneda looks like he's gonna school him. So he's gonna take him to class. That's right, teacher. Talk about teachers and teachers' pets. That's right. You know it, teacher's pet. Well, I think Castaneda is going to teach Vlogden a little bit of, put a little tutorial on him on bantamweight fighting. Despite being 34 years old, that's the only flag I see for Castaneda. Otherwise, you got to take the guy who knows he's been in there, not the debutante. So, real fight picks: Castaneda or Vlogden.
You know, I'm gonna go with Castaneda. I mean, there's gonna be like, I know he's a better wrestler.
He does look like how they just go back. Dave, show that Castaneda again. What the? He looks like he's praying to God. Please, God, help me. He was thankful that he made weight.
Just like the young god, useless, just said right now.
Vlogden, he looks nervous though. He looks like he's gonna shit his pants. I don't know what I'm doing up there. I'm Russian. He's gonna lose by being timid, being the jitters. UFC jitters. This is a big show, bright lights, and up in Winnipeg.
You just got finished crying.
Now make muscle like this. Make a muscle like this. Okay, me. Yeah, Vlogden, me. No, I'm taking. I like Mad Libbin. I love it. I'm gonna take Castaneda though. Look, he's got the height, the reach, and he doesn't look like a scared little boy. Like he just got out of middle school. Unreal. Yeah, I'll see you at 3:00, top of the hill, right after school. You're getting your ass beat. That's what's going on right there. Castaneda is my pick. Sorry to cut you off, real fight picks. Who you got?
Well, fuck. You made Castaneda. You picked it like 3 times.
I know.
You gave like 2.5 breakdowns, bro.
Huh?
You gave 2.5 breakdowns, and I got short-term memory loss. Like, let me see. What fight are we talking about? No, I'm just joking.
Right here. This one.
No, I agree with useless. I'm on Castaneda as well, especially because like I feel like it was kind of like a bully move almost because Castaneda has so much experience. You know, instead of getting like his purse cut and not making the weight, and like Vlogden being like, "No, you got to make weight." It's like because he's the debutante, because he's a little bitch. They're like, he's like, "Okay, we'll do a catch weight," and that's obviously gonna play into Castaneda's favor. So hopefully, if he's smart and uses all his tools, because he's more skilled, he's a Division II wrestler, black belt in jiu-jitsu. Vlogden just has, master of combat or whatever. And his biggest claim to fame is that he went to All Stars gym, and comes out used to bring him food and blankets and shit.
So, why is he like a prodigy, like a Russian wrestling prodigy or something?
I don't know. Food. He was maybe homeless, probably. I don't know. He's poor.
Coming off a unanimous decision loss in the Contender Series.
That was strong.
Wow.
Hmm?
Well,
Jesus Christ, you all right? Medic.
Fucking mute your shit.
Emergency evac.
Either grow up.
I need one of those. What do you call those? Those you know, you sell them. They sell them at Walgreens, and you
Inhaler. You got asthma?
Just be a man.
No,
yeah, you just take your tampon out.
It's a shot,
isn't it? Grow a set of balls. Take your tampon out and grow a set of balls.
That's right. Cheers to that.
Gosh. Keep that stuff away from me.
That's what she said. I wonder who the Canadians are backing on this fight. You think they're going to go with the Vlogden or the Castaneda, the American or the Russian?
Probably the Russian, because Canada and Russia they share a border, especially in Winnipeg.
What?
Is it my turn yet?
It is your turn.
Oh, nice. Yes, he is shorter. Yes, he does. He only has one UFC fight that went to the decision. Now, in that one fight that he had, volume, strike land per minute, 7.80. He lost this fight. 7.80 strike land per minute versus 4.42. Takedowns, 11 versus 4. Only one fight. But let's look at this fight. Let's look at it a little bit deeper. Fucking motherfucker had 117 strikes. 117 strikes. Man, wait a second. Let's see what John's lost. Oh yeah, 40 strikes, 60 strikes. Look, he got 111 there. That was probably one of his best fights. He actually won that one. 40, 57, 58, 42, 55. And you're going to put him up against a guy who just put 117 fucking strikes. I think the age is going to make a difference here, kids. This is a young, up and coming, hungry Russian. Yes, he does not have the experience. He doesn't have the resume. He's only fought fucking gong shows. Let's be honest. But he's only got one loss, and his one loss was against a fucking decent guy who is still only got one fucking loss on his record. He hasn't fought since the Contender Series. I get it. But this other guy hasn't fought. He hasn't fought great fucking people, but he's fought decent guys. I'm going to fade John Castaneda, who, by the way, could not make weight. And you think this might be an advantage for him? I think because he didn't make weight, he tried to cut weight and fucking hurt himself to cut weight. You saw him in the weigh-ins. Whereas this other kid was like, wait a second. I don't have to make fucking this weight cut. I can just fucking chill. All right. I'm not fucking cutting weight. I'm going to fucking feel great tomorrow. I'm going to fucking feel wonderful tomorrow.
I know. How did he lose a decision if he had all those strike stats? He must have. You know why? I'm telling you, the strikes are pitter-patter. Like this. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
He got outstruck and he got taken down. He got outstruck by Juan André.
This Dave guy is correct. Mexican is going down. This guy's biased anyway. Look at his name. Maidov. Vaklomedov. They tell me he's not Russian. Oh, I'm going to go with, fuck the Mexican. Of course you're going to say that.
Okay, I went on the wrong fucking screen here. Point being, I'm gonna pick the young up and comer, short Russian who did not have to cut any weight and who is going to throw a shit ton of volume at this fucking guy.
Well,
a shit ton of volume.
When your walk around weight is 137 pounds. All right, I get it though. I get it. I get it. You know what? The Tapology casuals all got him as well. 66%. So you're not alone, Dave. A lot of people are taking.
Dude, he's only plus 105. Hasn't had to cut weight. He's a younger guy. He's gonna have the volume. Castaneda better bring some of that experience. He better take him down. If Castaneda doesn't take him down, his fight is a fucking wash, but he needs to take him down. The only way Castaneda is going to do anything is if he does take this fucking guy down. He's not going to stand up with him. he's gonna fucking lose. He better use experience and better not get his ass taken down. And if he does get on his back, holy fuck, this guy's gonna posture up and beat the fuck out of you. He's a little fucking ball of muscle. The little ball of fucking muscle.
Yeah. Well, you know, he looks like that Vologden looks like a I don't know. He looks like the Wish version of who's Great White, the Texas fighter. He looks like a kid brother of him, the Alex Morono. He looks like the kid brother of Alex Morono, Mark Vologden, doesn't he? Everyone's look all these. This is like the Wish version card. Everybody looks like the Wish version of a better UFC fighter.
The Russian's going to be faster, stronger, with better cardio. Faster, stronger, better cardio.
Yes. Great White. Thank you.
Stronger, better cardio.
Huh?
Faster, stronger, better cardio. The Russian's going to have faster. He's going to be faster. He's going to be stronger.
Good angle, Dave. Especially if you're picking the Russian, that's a good angle. Look at there. He looks like the taller fighter at that angle. His arm. He looks like the champ right there. That's a good stop scene right there. Good.
I tried.
Good. Oh, now you're not going to show Castaneda making muscles. Anyway.
It was none. It was none.
Look how the foot position. That's a little gay. I like that, though. All right. Moving on. Up the card. Next, we have more. We got some female fighters. Did we? Yes. We've got JJ Aldrich. This is where I was left off. Where does JJ Aldrich train? On Instagram, that's what I was searching. I saw a picture in the background. It said Tiger Beetle MMA, which is red flag. I know Jamie Lynn Horth is training with Lupi Godinez because she was for Lupi Godinez's fight last week. Didn't turn out well for her, though, did it? But anyway, Jamie Lynn Horth is training out of Vancouver, and she is getting it in with Lupi Godinez. JJ Aldrich is training in the U.S. at some crazy Tiger Beetle MMA or some crap. I couldn't really figure it out because she's got a bunch of training pictures, but the only one with a background in it, it said Tiger Beetle, as you'll see right there, Tiger Beetle Martial Arts. That least, and that's recent. That's like 5 weeks or something. Hit that quick, Dave. What's the date on that?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. See, so that's where she's been putting camp in. That place.
It's all chicks.
My son drew that tiger. That tiger looks like my kid drew it. Look at the cartoons in the background.
It's all chicks.
Of course it is. That I like that. Good. I mean, why train with guys? You're fighting chicks. You're not fighting dudes. You want to make it real. Oh, there's a dude. It's all chicks. Dave, come on, do your homework before you're making statements like that. But anywho, this is interesting fight because Jamie Lynn Horth minus. Oh, look at JJ's butt. Not bad. Flat little. She got like SpongeBob SquarePants ass, but it's not horrible. I've seen worse. But Jamie Lynn, yeah, Jamie Lynn Horth. There you want to talk about worse? That's worse. But you see, that's not Tiger Beetle. And how long ago was that one? That's 17. That's a different camp, bud. That's way old. You don't care about
the same fucking people. Look, the same chick with the fucking hair coming down on her face. It's the same people.
She owns that place. That's Tiger Beetle.
Fucking people.
Yeah, that's Tiger Beetle. JJ's at Amish MMA. No, I don't think that's good. Close. This is a Handsome Horth's fight to lose. Yes, Jamie Lynn Handsome Horth. That's what she should make her nickname, Handsome Horth. Horse Horth. Jamie Lynn Handsome Horse Horth. That's what it should be. Because you got that kind of like that long. Why the long face? You got that like that long face. You know what I mean? That long, the nose and everything. Look at that bun. Look at the buns on Jamie Lynn. Okay, who's got better buns, her or JJ? If it's a butt one, I like that they focused in on the buns too. She looks great there, right? What did they do? What's she covering the tip for? No nipple. No nip.
How is the nip up there? Why is the nip up there? That's not a nipple. Never mind.
It can't be a nipple. I don't know. Anyway, she's what's the ages here? Jamie Lynn, she's 36. And how old is JJ? Let me see. I got it. JJ Aldrich, 33. So that doesn't make a difference there. Jamie Lynn is a little bit taller, but JJ Aldrich got a little bit more of a reach. Did we look at their face-offs?
No.
Yeah, Squamish, British Columbia. Are you closer to Squamish or Vancouver, Dave?
Squamish. I'm closer to Squamish.
Dave.
Not by much. Not by much, but I'm closer to Squamish.
Closer to Squamish. Okay. Anywho, yeah, I'm on the fence here. I don't female fight, flip a coin as far as I'm concerned. I really don't know who to pick here. Jamie Lynn Horth is coming off back-to-back wins, Vanessa Demopoulos, and then recently Teresa Bleda with a knockout too. So that looks very good. Unanimous decision to win against KGB Andrea Lee.
What?
With her bug-eyed boyfriend, that Kelly dude. She lost. I don't know. Who are you gonna do? I don't know. I'm flip a coin for real. I really have no idea who's winning this fight. I'm not. I will make a bet. I will not bet, but I'll make a pick after you guys talk me into one way or the other. Real fight picks. Push me one way or the other. Am I going to Canada or am I going U.S. Tiger Beetle?
You know what?
Look at Jamie Lynn. She's got huge. That's more than. That's like 4 inches. That's a
let him talk. It's his turn. Let him talk.
She's like always bigger than everybody. Though.
Go ahead.
She's always bigger than everybody. Jamie Lynn is. What about that one time? Was it who did she turn her back to and run away? Remember that? That was disgusting. I can't ever forget that.
That wasn't her.
Like, that was her.
Oh, wasn't it? It was her. What was? It was her.
No. It was Nate Diaz's girl. It was Nate Diaz's girl. My bad.
It was.
Yeah,
right.
My bad. Either way, I remember her fight against Veronica Hardy, and I feel like JJ is closest to that. But JJ did worse. If you want to use, common opponents outcomes, JJ did a little bit worse. She's pretty nice. You know what I mean? Where's my coconut oil? Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and go. This is a real, you know what I was looking at right now, guys? I was looking at significant strikes. And significant strikes for this fight, for Jamie Lynn. For Jamie Lynn, it's 60.5. For JJ Aldridge, it's 46.5. Damn, that's kind of high. I was hoping, I don't know, let's just get away with something there. Maybe JJ Aldridge with overstrikes because she's a black belt and she's a striker, right? She's not a wrestler, right? She's a black belt or in Taekwondo, right? I remember, I was totally off the dome. I'm not a huge JJ Aldridge.
Is her style. That's what it says.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying is, if this is tailor-made for anybody, it's not tailor-made for Jamie Lynn to get a win. It's almost more tailor-made for JJ Aldridge to get a win, but she's not a world beater. So it's hard to be on JJ Aldridge just because it's like, if there's a fight that she's going to win, it's going to be this one. That's why it makes it so hard to choose. But I'm going to be fucking smart, and I'm going to go with the size. I'm going to say that JJ's going to be able to Jamie's going to be able to put it on her, and she's going to be performing in the beautiful state of Winnipeg.
State of Winnipeg.
Is it a country? It's a state, right? Is it a province?
Province.
In the Providence?
Manitoba.
In the Providence.
They don't have states up there.
In the Providence of
Manitoba in the city of Winnipeg.
Right? With the zip code, what starts with a letter. What starts with the letter W. Stupid. You should have all numbers.
That was it. Chelsea Chandler. Thank you, Raw Torque. That's who.
Yeah, I get it mixed
who was
up.
running.
I get those two girls mixed up.
Oh fuck! Oh my god! So many.
They all look the same with the bag over their head, don't they?
So many things to break down in those last few comments, but I'm just going to try and skip it over. I'm going to go right to the stats. JJ Aldridge, strike land per minute 3.96 versus 3.63. Strike absorbed negative ratio of 4.32. It's not even fucking close. She takes punches. Jamie Lynn Horth, positive striking ratio 2.50 on the ground. I'm gonna give my horse. I'm gonna give my fucking horse. She looks like a horse. I'm gonna give my horse the fucking advantage here. A leg up. JJ Aldridge 0.75 versus 1.17. Takedown accuracy is crap. Takedown defense sucks. I got Jamie on the ground. I got Jamie on the fucking feet. I got Jamie all day long. Give me my horse. My horse coming in fucking first in this one. She might even finish it. JJ Aldridge sucks shit. 7 losses is fucking not even representative of how bad she eats shit. Jamie Lynn Horth, I don't usually bet on girl fights. I'm betting on this girl fight. Give me the horse. I want the horse all day long. I'm taking the horse on the fucking run. And if I'm not mistaken, the horse is at minus 150. I like minus 150 on this horse, which
me too.
I think this should be a minus 600. Minus 150 fucking all day long. Give it to me. She might even finish it within distance. Let me fucking ride that horse all the way to the fucking bank.
You would ride that Jamie Lynn horse.
Hell yeah,
I would too. I
would
look.
put a bag on her head.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
all day long.
There's no way she'd talk back. Looking, you know.
I'll shoot more hoops.
She misses that.
Let's fucking
horse
go.
is a horse, of course. Nobody talks to Jamie Lynn Horth, of course. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go with Jamie Lynn Horth to join you guys. We're all on the Horth. Feel the Horth. Jamie Lynn Horth. All right, moving up the card. Next, we have another female fight. This one is the Canadian here. Her name is Melissa Croden. She is the archer. She's like an Olympic archer, right? And she's training at Extreme Couture with her friend and training partner, all hail Haley Cohen. Haley Cohen just fought. Was it last week or the week before? I know she just fought recently, though. So that's all good for the Canadian Melissa Croden. However, she's taking on the puffy-faced Russian and Daria Zelenkova. And she does have a puffy face. Doesn't look like she just got way too much plastic surgery on her face. I don't know. It's all puffed. Like her lips are puffy.
Go over the stats.
That's how Russian girls look. That's how Russian girls look. That's how
Valentina don't look like that.
It's like Chinese people have.
That's what all girls with plastic surgery look like, is the puffy face. And not her Tapology picture. She's beautiful. But if you look at Instagram, they're all puffy face. Iron lady. Iron pillow face lady. Daria Zelenkova. Anyway, Melissa Croden is coming off a loss to Lana Santos, unanimous decision loss there. But before that, she had she had 3 wins in a row, and it was LFA, and then she got a win in the UFC a knockout win in the UFC over Tainara Lisboa. So they're the Canadian Croden is 5 years older. She's 35, whereas in Zelenkova is 30. The things are lying. The Tapology is lying because Zelenkova is not MMA Factory. That's in France, and she's not training there. I saw it says fighting out of Paris, France, which MMA Factory makes sense. But on her Instagram, she is in Vegas at a place called Porada. Porada, I think, is like a European MMA place in Vegas for like non-English speaking fighters. It's coincidentally, because there's another fighter on this card that's also out of there. We're going to talk about him next, but he's Turkish. So you go through, look at the puffiness. Tell me that it's look, see Prada, where she's her training thing. That was like 3 weeks ago. Go down a little bit. Right there.
The Russian girls naturally have the.
And that's in Las Vegas, Nevada. So that Parada Training Center is in Vegas. And but Gokhan Saracom also trains out of there. But anyway, nevertheless, whatever. I'm going to go with Melissa Croden here. I like that she's out of Extreme Couture with Haley Cohen. She's been putting it in with Haley Cohen. And I find that's great. Zelenikova, you don't know who she's training with. So at the Parada, she's got a lot of model pictures, like posing and enjoying the sights in Vegas, the Strip, and going out and drinking tea and coffee and being big puffy lipped right there. And yeah, how old's that picture? 42 weeks ago. That's a fucking year old. Who gives a fuck? That one's at post fight. Look at her face. That's puffiness just from getting a fight. But what's this? This is like she's got fast hands. I'll give her that. But I'm gonna go with the Archer. I'm gonna go with the slight. I'm gonna take the home team. This one. Oh man, looks emaciated there. She don't have puffy face there. Opposite. Just it, you know. Yeah, too much modeling. Too much modeling. I'm gonna go with Melissa Croden. Real fight picks. What do you got in this one?
Brother, I don't know. You know, this is closely lined for a reason. I'm leaning Croden just because she had that knockout power, and I really like that. I mean, Tainara Lisboa, she was a grappler. I want to say that Lisboa chick won her last fight. And, you know, that just ages well.
Oh, she does not look good there. That smile is forced. Did you see her when she first got up there? Look at she looks good, Croden. Croden looks good. Oh, right there. That's miserable. That's a horrible.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't do this. I apologize.
Oh, look at.
It's a bad side by side.
Did she get stung by a bee or something? Look at right there. What the fuck's going on with that? It's like lipo side. She got shit put it into her lips.
Anyways. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I'm just you know, Daria, she looks like you know, she doesn't look like a fighter, but you know, she's been a competitor. I don't know how deep that Pancration tournament that she won in 2019, but she's got some, you know, she's, you know,
she looks like she's gonna cry, Daria.
Because I'm just thinking that Daria has the volume, but I'm gonna go with Croden. I mean, this is my gut. She's the favorite, and she does have that knockout power. I can almost, for some reason, I don't know why, she just looks weak. I could just see her knocking out Daria for some reason. Just look at him right there. Like, which girl would you think is gonna knock him out just by looking at that?
Not the one crying.
Not the one with the lip injection
with
lips.
The sad face. I'm not picking sad face girl. I'll tell you that.
And then Melissa did look a little bit better on the scales, and she has a little bit of size. But I haven't looked at the stats or nothing. I'm just going off of the records, like common sense. Like, I think Daria has the volume.
Oh, flat-footed too. So,
and it's just so weird because you think this fight's going to go to decision, and if it's going to be more volume, you know, I kind of want to lean Daria, but I'm thinking who's going to win the fight at the end of the day when it's all said and done. And I want to say she's the more solid, put together MMA fighter. I want to say Croden is, because she actually has a jiu-jitsu background. You know, Daria doesn't. She doesn't have a belt. She doesn't do. I don't know if she practices for her free time, but she's not ranked in jiu-jitsu. And they both have a striking background. I know Croden started karate or taekwondo when she was 11, and she's been doing it, you know, since then. She took a little break.
Oh, good info. Yeah. I didn't know that.
So,
all right,
I'm gonna go with Croden.
Dave, what are you doing?
I gotta go with the Canadian on this one as well. Hang on a second. Let me bring this up real quick. It's not gonna mean much, but I'll bring it up. So Melissa Croden strike time per minute 4.10 versus 4.75. Strike absorbed 1.83 versus 2.83. Slight advantage to Croden as far as the volume goes. On the ground, 1.02. Comfortable on the ground, 0.44. Takedown accuracy, 100%, but doesn't do it very often. Takedown defense, 66 versus 50. Slight advantage to Croden on the ground as well. I think Daria's going to be tuned up a little bit. Melissa, obviously, hometown favorite, is going to be up for the crowd. I hate to say it, I'm picking the Canadian again on this one. I realize she is a little bit older. I'm going to give her a little bit more experience on that one, and she does. I mean, these guys are both coming off of, she's coming off of a loss. She needs to fucking win this one. I got to pick my Canadian on this one as well. I think she looks better in the face-offs, looks better in the weigh-ins. I don't think she's going to be the bigger fighter the night of the fight. I think the swelling of the cheeks is going to keep going, a little chipmunk action, and that's good padding for fucking face punches. But it looks worse on the judges when her puffy face gets even more puffy. Agree with the Canadian. Yeah, Canadian judges never biased at all. I gotta pick my little bond.
Is that her coach? Is her coach a Black Russian?
No, that's her sister. Oh, this guy.
Not the Croden, Zelenikova. Yeah, that's not her sister. That's a Black Russian. Anywho, I'm just playing. Her sister looks. Yeah, of course, that's her sister with the camera behind her. It's beautiful. The Crodens are good. They're beautiful girls. Where are they? Yes. Alberta. Yep, they make them good over there. Anyway, so we're all on Melissa Croden. Very good. I like that, and she is just a slight favorite. So moving on. Speaking of Alberta, we have another Canadian coming out of Alberta. His name is Tanner Bulldozer Boser. That's right. Welcome back, Tanner Boser, in the UFC. Called back just for the Canadian card in Winnipeg.
How did this happen?
He's taking on he's taking on UFC newcomer Gokhan Sarakam. This guy, he was in the Bellator, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he was in Bellator. And then some weird promotions, the Cage MMA and Fair FC, just weird shit. He is from Turkey. They're 34 and 35 respectively, so no flags with the age. 11-2. He has a loss to Oleg Popov in Bellator. Oleg Popov is 15-1, so that was not a horrible loss. If you go through there, though, there's not many because he's new to the UFC. Because look at all the Bs, all the Bellator fights, though. He has a lot of Bellator experience, which is, Bellator was the number two, fight promotion. But he's making his UFC debut against Tanner Boser. Tanner Boser out of Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada. He fights out of the Shaved Bears fight team. That's a fucking eerie visual, Shaved Bears. Anyway, Tanner Boser, Shaved Bears, and Gokhan Sarakam on his Instagram. He is out of Parada. Same with like that Zelenikova. They're not out of there, but that's where they've been training since they're in Vegas. So I got it. They both have Parada on their thing, and he's from Turkey. She's from Russia. It just seems like a weird. I never heard of Parada except for when Europeans go to Vegas and they don't get to go to Syndicate or Extreme Couture, which is weird. But just I've never taken. Tanner Boser's got double-digit losses, 22-10-1, and I've never backed him, and I don't think I'm going to start here. Gokhan Sarakam is a slight favorite for a reason, and I'm going to take him to get the victory, edge out of victory over Tanner. This is perhaps the only Canadian I'm going against on this card, and I'm not sold on it either.
I know. Be careful.
So, real fight picks, what are you going to do?
You know what? I wish I could watch tape because I want to know how clean of a striker this Sarkam guy is, because that's all he has. He doesn't know jiu-jitsu. He's a pure 100% striker. He does nothing else. He's a sprawl and brawl. And Tanner Boser at least has a purple belt, and he has a black belt also in Taekwondo. He started at a young age. And so, I mean, he could turn this into an MMA fight that this other guy's never seen before. So it could be. I think it's going to play out. Either Tanner's going to get starched because that's all the other guy can do, or Boser's going to take this dude into deep waters and actually make him fight an MMA fight. And I will say, Tanner Boser looks the best I've ever seen him. I don't know why.
He does look good.
Yeah, he looks the best I've ever seen him. I didn't even know he had muscles. You know what I mean?
Oh, he looks good.
And he looks better than the other guy, kind of. So I'm going to fucking go with Tanner Boser. As much as I fucking hate it, I'm picking him up a Tapology and everything. You know? I might put him in a parlay.
Okay.
I mean, if he stands there and they're like equal, I honestly am starting to think more than I talk that the only chance the other guy has is catching him clean with like a one-punch knockout. But hey, Tanner Boser he has pretty good defense. He's a mover. Yeah. So
It's a shaker and a mover.
hopefully he can be swift on the feet, like what's his fucking face? Josh Hogan.
Yeah, that's a high hope you got. Tanner Boser. No one really says Tanner Boser. Oh, he's swift on his feet.
Footwork,
Fucking heavyweight fight, Carl. Heavyweight.
That's what I know Tanner Boser for.
Yeah, he's
Oh, Tanner, he's swift on his feet. Like a cat. He's like a shaved bear.
All right, enough of me making fun of my fucking Canadian comrade here. Let's go over his record real quick. Yeah, double-digit losses. Who has he lost to? Jan Kulaba? Okay.
Yeah.
Rodrigo Nascimento? Okay, better than this guy. He beat Ovid St. Pure, that's actually a good fight. That's a good win. He lost to Latifi back in 21 when Latifi was up there. Andrei Arlovsky. That's some okay. The repertoire of names that we're going over just on his losses alone. I mean, yes, he's got some wins too. Philip Linz is a good win. Pessoa is a good win. He lost against Cyril Gong. Okay.
the distance though. He went the distance with him.
But I'm just okay. Like, can we give a little bit of respect to these names that he's gotten in the ring with? Because this is fucking phenomenal. Like, I was looking at this, I went like, holy fuck, yeah, he did fight Gong. He did fight Linz. He did fight Latifi. He did fight Latifi. He did fight St. Pure. Oh yeah, he did fight Nascimento. I remember that Kulaba fight. Like, the dude's fucking fought like come on. He's going against who? Gogan who? Gogan. Who have you fought? Oleg Popov. I think I know the name. I think I know Oleg Popov.
It's gonna be close, man. I think Tanner could pull it off.
Point being, Tanner at home in like possibly his last fight in the UFC. He looks fucking phenomenal. Look at the repertoire of opponents he's fought against compared to the repertoire of opponents this guy's fought against. Can I lean once again to my Canadian comrades? Like, I'm sorry. I can't pick this fucking other guy. I don't know. Like, even in the weigh-ins, he doesn't look good. In the fucking face-offs, I got Tanner in the face-offs. Like, 100%, I got Tanner in the face-offs.
And wherever this guy traveled from, too, right? He has.
I didn't see the face-offs. I see this, but let me see him looking at each other.
That one?
Oh, they got in tight too. Right
Dude,
there. Start from there.
But I mean, look at who he's fought. Tanner's fucking done this against the best of the best. Gokam Sarkham's fucking never done this before against fucking, like, he thinks he's gonna run this fucking white guy over. He's not gonna run him over. Tanner hits hard. And he's got ground game. If he wants to take him down, he's gonna take him down. And that sucks. I'm picking Tanner.
Okay, good enough. Moving on up the card. Next, we have a Swiss fighter in Robert Valentin, Robzilla, the corniest nickname ever. And he's coming off of 3 losses. Ugh, you don't like that. He has yet to win in the UFC. His debut was against Ryan Loder, knocked out. Then he had a fight against Torres Finney, lost by split decision. I guess Torres Finney's undefeated, so all right, whatever. You give him that, whatever. Got knocked out by Atiba Gauthier. That was his most recent fight, and that was 8 months ago, almost 9 months ago, knocked out by Atiba Gauthier. But I mean, Atiba Gauthier is a beast. He's a monster. But man, you got coming off 3 back-to-back losses, never won in the UFC, and you're a sizable. Well, what is he? Minus 155. I wrote down this morning. You know why? Because he's going against another debutant, never fought in the UFC. He's coming out of Samurai MMA, which is a Canadian regional scene. Not the best one, I don't believe. I think it's out of Quebec, maybe. And he's the older fighter. His name is Julien LeBlanc. That you can't get much more French Canadian than that, right? He trains at Patronade Kung Fu, which is in Gatineau, Quebec,
That's
Canada.
my hometown.
What?
I grew up there. That's my hometown.
Oh, yeah?
Never heard of that fucking place.
You're right. I never did. Is that where we drove through and saw all those crackheads smoking right on the street?
No, that's where the casino was.
Oh, that's right. We drove through the crack neighborhood to get there.
It was a crack neighborhood.
You don't see that in America. You don't see people smoking crack on the stem right on the street in America. Not where I'm from, maybe in San Fran or something, but not in Fort Plain, New York. You don't see that shit. Dave's like, oh, you see that all the time here. Like, really? Then it stops. It stops when the college block starts. You don't see any drug use. Then after the college block, you see more drug users. Anywho,
you and I should never hang out.
So this one, man, I understand that the favorite is Robert Valentin, but I don't understand why, because he hasn't shown anything in the UFC. He's been in the UFC, but it's all losses. And this other kid, Julien LeBlanc, I guess the eye test, he looks like it looks like a tutor, but yeah, I don't know. This is another one I'm on the fence. I kind of want to go with LeBlanc. I kind of want to go with the dog here because this Valentin's never. I don't know. Real fight picks. What are you doing?
I didn't have time to research this at all, and I didn't even see you guys go over the Tapology picks. I mean, I know that Valentin sucks, right? He's fought in the UFC once before and got his ass beat.
Time out. I do want to add something that I forgot to mention. LeBlanc, I checked his Instagram. His training, his buddy, and his longtime friend and training partner is Marc-Andre Barrio, Power Bar. Keep that in mind. That's his main training partner. The other guy, Robert Valentin, he's at Fight Move Academy, and on his Instagram, he's training with LFA bantamweight Artem Balak, who's good, but he's a bantamweight. This is 185 pounds, so that's a flag for me. I like Marc-Andre Barrio as a training partner better than 135-pound bantamweight LFA champ. Looks good though. All right, go ahead, real fight pick. Sorry to cut you off.
Right? That's crazy. Valentin hasn't won in the UFC yet. It looks like they put him against like wrestlers. You know, they put him against Ryan Loder, and he got his ass beat. He had 1 strike. Put him against Torres Finney, and he lost a split decision, but got taken down 8 times. And he lost against Atiba Gauthier by KO. He's been knocked out twice. I mean, if this other guy, I didn't look at his Tapology. I guess I got to look at it now. If he has any if he shows he was solid, and he deserves to be a debutant, I will pick him for the fact that Valentine's got crazy damage on him already. And so has he, I mean, is it, did he beat at least one fighter who's not a can? If the answer is yes, then I'm going to go ahead and pick LeBlanc. I don't even know what the odds are. He's 10-2. Let's see. Seems pretty well rounded. He beat a guy that's 9-3.
Oh, he's got LFA loss.
Yeah, but he's beat a guy that's that guy's 9-5 now. That's not good.
You know, I will say he's got more cancellations than he does anything. Scroll down. Look at all the C's. Why? Look at all those C's. Canceled.
Weird. You can
that
click
is weird,
on it,
isn't
it'll
it?
tell you Green withdrew on the first one I clicked. Maybe they're afraid of him.
Is it my
Yeah,
turn?
they're afraid of that Tudor-looking guy, Matt LeBlanc's gay little brother, Julian.
I'm gonna go. Hey, let me go with Timu Giga Jakatse LeBlanc.
That's a good one. That's a good
I'll
one.
go with Timu Giga.
All right, Dave.
All right. You want me to actually give you some fucking facts to back this up a little bit?
No,
Okay.
I like making fun of him better.
I
Go
know.
ahead.
I know. All right. Triangle choke, rear naked choke, rear naked choke. Last fight, rear naked choke. So we all got this. Guy's got decent fucking. He's on the ground. He's pretty fucking decent. He's done this before. Not his first fucking time. Robert. Punches, decision splits, armbar, punch, submissions to strikes, rear naked choke. Okay, so he's got a couple other ones here. If you go over his stats real quick, in his last losses, strikes, he got knocked down by Gauthier, which fucking, I think anybody would get fucking knocked down by him. Unfortunately, during his fight against Torres Finney's no decent guy, took him down 8 fucking times. 8 times. Torres Finney took him down 8 times. Ryan Loader took him down as well and just beat the fuck out of him until he fucking submitted. Are you fucking kidding me? Ryan Loader and Torres Finney took this motherfucking down and owned him. Do I think Julian LeBlanc's gonna fucking take this down with his fucking rear naked choke history and fucking own him on the ground? Yes, 100%. I mean, I'm going heavily biased Canadian here, but I think this fight's going to the ground, and I think if this fight goes to the ground, Valentine is just fucking like a baby going gaga goo goo. What am I doing? I'm going to be in trouble. And oh shit, I'm fucking subbed. I got Julian LeBlanc. I don't think I don't know if he's going to be able to finish him, but I definitely think he's going to be able to take him on the ground and just fucking dominate the fuck out of him on the ground. I'm going back.
We're all on the Canadian in this one. All of us on the plus money Canadian. Plus money.
Hey,
all right, Moo.
Ranj,
What's that?
you guys know Narco Cop?
Yeah, the capper. Yeah.
Yeah. He's I like his show. You know, actually, I don't subscribe. I don't know why, just laziness. But I watch it if I see it pop up, and he's cool. Like, I like his show. But every time, not just like every once in a while, like he'll read my comments, but every time, and not just every other time or once every 3 times, but every single time he acts ashamed of my name. And it's because it's not Barry McCockiner anymore, and he would be ashamed of that one too. But I couldn't think of anything, and I was like Barry McCockiner, and I just thought, oh, deep inside her. So that's what my name is. So when my name pops up deep inside her, he gets like super bashful and embarrassed of me, but he'll still read my comment. I was going somewhere with that, but the weed, I forgot.
Wow. Great story. All right, subscribe to Narco Cop. Anyway, moving on. After that little good Good
interlude.
Good lead into the next fight.
It's a segue.
Good segue into the next fight. Not really, but so next we have Dennis Bazooka, the great Dennis Bazooka. He should just change his name to Bazooka. Dennis Bazooka, not Bazooka. But anywho, the great Dennis Bazooka, training out of the Goat Shed with Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili. Check out his Instagram. That's for real. He's taking on UFC newcomer Marcio Barboza, who is the heaviest, biggest favorite on the entire card by a landslide. He's minus 500 for a debutant. So it's more like people aren't picking Barboza. They're more fading Dennis Bazooka, which I kind of get it, but I don't. He's coming off a loss to Francis Marshall, but it was split decision loss. Before that, he beat Connor Matthews. That's a UFC win by knockout. Okay. He lost to Jamal Emmers. Okay. He lost to Sean Woodson. Okay. So that's his UFC record right there. 1-3 in the UFC. However, he's 1-3 in the UFC. He's got a win in the UFC, and it was against Connor Matthews. Not the best fighter or nothing, but still this other guy, LFA fighter, and then he got it. He's in the Contender Series where he beat a 9-2 Damon Wilson knocked his ass out. But he's got some losses too. He's got 2 losses, 17-2. Go down. What's Gabriel Santos and who's the other guy? Luis Felipe or some shit. I don't know those guys. And everybody's real high on this Barboza guy, and I don't understand why. He trains out of the Giants team, which is in Giants Lutte Livre, which is in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. On Instagram, he was also at a place called BSK Boxe. That's like a boxing gym. So, but I didn't see anything. He wasn't training with no Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili. Tell you that. Wasn't training with anybody I knew. But looked at Dennis Bazooka, his Instagram, and he is with Merab and Aljo and out of the Goat Shed, which is in Staten Island, New York. And I just don't see the big hype. I don't know why he's minus 500 against Dennis Bazooka. I understand Dennis Bazooka, Albanian flag too, by the way. Look at that. That's cool right there. See that thing with Aljo? Aljo says something in English. Then Merab says it in Georgian. That other guy, he's like a LFA champ, the black guy there. He says it in whatever country that is. Ghana.
What? What country is that?
I don't know. Ghana, Jamaica. I don't fucking know. It's Africa.
What?
The black guy? I don't know. You tell me.
That's South Africa.
What is it?
South Africa.
South Africa. All right. Why are you looking at me disappointed? How was I supposed to fucking know that? And Dennis Bazooka, Albania. Did you know that one?
Yes, I did.
You're acting like you do it. I know all flags. Okay. Well, Mr. Geography doesn't fucking matter. The black guy didn't even know how to say anything in anything. So, anywho, the Goat Shed. I hate to say it, but I'm not sold on Marcio Barboza. He'll probably win because he's going against Dennis Bazooka, but I'm not. No, I don't even know if I want to pick him on Tapology. I'm not putting him in a full. I pick a full card parlay. I'm not. He's not my pick on that. He's not my pick in Tapology. I'm going to take Dennis Bazooka. It's because this other guy is unknown to me. Unknown, unproven. At least I've seen Dennis Bazooka win a fight in the UFC. So, and I know the people he's training with right there. So, yeah, that's my pick. Real fight picks. You're gonna go with the minus 500 favorite, brother. What do you mean deep inside her?
I'm probably. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the favorite. I guess I'm just a casual.
Well, let's see. Oh, look at Dennis got a little bit of height too. That guy got no teeth. Oh, look at what you got, Dave. What do you got? A Dennis Bazooka Albanian T-shirt?
I'm just saying. You're fucking. You want the
What
Albanian
is that
shirt?
shirt? Let me see it.
Here it is, right here. Here's your
Albania. What? I didn't know you're Albanian, Dave.
I'm not.
You're German.
I'm just educated in the world.
Oh yeah. Why do you
Which one's
have
which?
that shirt? What the fuck you got Albania T-shirt for?
Oh, I got it. That Dennis is on the left.
No, yes. Barbosa, that's the guy with no teeth. I don't know how he's even chewing gum. He looks like he's got no teeth, right?
He's got that certain type of jaw. Underbite.
He's going to get that broken jaw hopefully tomorrow.
I don't know, man. I've seen Bazooka look like good in pockets, and then I'm not sure what happens, bro. You know what I mean? I like this kid's story, Barbosa. You know, he was one of those stories where he had to move from his favela to Rio de Janeiro and not see his family for 4 years with $20 in his pocket and a dream. You know, he left their little they have a restaurant, a hamburger joint where he's from, and he still owns it to this day. But, you know, obviously, you know, it's poor.
Yeah.
So
he's only got $20 on. He owns a hamburger restaurant.
And then I don't know much about what is that? He's a champion in Brazil of the wrestling grappling called Lucha
Libre. Is he wearing a mask?
Let me get this here. It's Lutre LUTR live Lutre Livre World and Brazilian champion, which he has a brown belt. It's Brazilian native submission wrestling style. And I know that Dennis, it's kind of weird because he's from Weidman Longo camp where they're like jujitsu and heavy in the wrestling, but he's really not a wrestler. He's more of a kickboxer, and that's his background. So it's that he's like training, like you would think it'd be cool, but I don't know. Does he have a lot of submissions? No, I don't think so. So I'd imagine I'm going to go with Barbosa. The line's crazy, but if I'm just picking a winner, and it's not because of the line, I promise you, I'm looking at these guys. I'm going to pick the winner who's going to be Barbosa. And I just don't see Bazooka. I think Barbosa's better than Matthews, who like Bazooka can only win somebody who's like really shitty. And I don't think Barbosa's shitty. I think he's a legit prospect. That's my guess. And the line's crazy, though. That's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. It's so ridiculous it makes me want to put something on Dennis.
All right, Dave, what are you going to do?
I think the odds in this one are fucking insane. Barbosa is a round one knockout specialist. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. Let me just back this up a little bit. Barbosa is a round one knockout specialist. I don't think. Okay, round one. He lost round two, round one, lost round two, round one. Okay, we're split decision back in 2021. That was his only one that went to decision. If not, we're all round one. The motherfucker has never gone to round two. Really? And the only time he's gone to round two, he's fucking lost. Dennis, which I get, which is not a bad look, guys. I get it. It's not a bad thing. I'm wondering about endurance. This guy here, my Albanian fucking brother, apparently, just went split decision against Francis Marshall. Went fucking 3 rounds. Run round 3 against Connor Matthews. Went fucking 3 rounds. Lost against Jamal Emmers. Jamal Emmers fucking Deese. Lost against Sean Woodson, unanimous decision. Went fucking 3 rounds. choked out this fucking kid in who the fuck cares in round 2. Then he's got a bunch of round 1s, unanimous, round 1, unanimous, round 1. So I'm very concerned about Mauricio Barbosa going into round 2 and being fucking effective. Like, yeah, if he knocks him out in round 1, wonderful. It's his fucking fight. If he makes it to round 2, he's never been there before without and won. He's never been in round 2. He's never been in round 3. He's never been fucking anywhere.
So it's like you're saying round 1 or bust.
I'm saying round 1 or bust. And as far as those odds go, no parlays are being made here. There's no fucking like minus 350. But you know what? I'm putting a scratch off on plus 350, especially if it goes over. Fuck yeah. If it goes over one fucking round, I got my Albanian fucking you don't become Albanian.
Albania.
You don't, it's not a fun, like, yeah, there's an Albanian, which is like a nice little resort fucking place, but Albania is not a fun, yeah. I'm going to pick on not putting Barbosa in any parlay, but heavily fucking putting a little bet on fucking Dennis, my Albanian brother, because I think this is going to go past first round. If it goes past the first round, I think the odds are heavily favored heavily favored for the Albanian. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, that was long-winded. I apologize.
It's all right. Celine Havaklamedov. Sounds like a dessert. Havaklamedov. Celine.
You know what? That could very much fucking happen. He could get smoked in the fucking first round. It could very much happen.
It totally could. It's definitely a thing. But all right. So that's fine. We spent way too much time on that fight. Moving up. Now we got the curtain jerker to the main card. This one, I got to change channels. Get off the prelims. Get onto the main card. We got Thiago Moises, 19-9 UFC veteran, taking on Gage Young, 10-3. Okay, Thiago Moises is the dog here. He's got plus money. He's plus 130. I wrote this morning. Gage Young comes back at minus 155. Neither is Canadian. Moises is Brazilian. Gage Young, American. Thiago Moises fighting out of the Fighting Nerds. Specifically training with Marian Santos. Marian Santos, great fighter. Gage Young training at Ignite MMA, which is in Missouri. I did not confirm that through his Instagram because I did see a little bit of training video, but it was old as shit. And it didn't say he was at Ignite. I'm just assuming Tapology is right on this one. That's where it says, but I couldn't get any like feedback off his Instagram today when I was doing research. So I don't know where Gage Young's coming out of, but I'm assuming Missouri. This one, Gage Young is the favorite, but I might have to take a dog here again. Thiago Moises, the Fighting Nerds. He's been through and through with the cream of the crop. I like the experience there. Gage Young, he's still relatively, look at Thiago Moises. He's been here. Gage Young he's still relatively, he's only got less than, let me see.
Look at Thiago Moises.
G-Money, Gage Young. 10-3, but I think he's still relative. What?
Okay, go. Machate. The last win against Machate.
Okay. Yeah, Gage Young, Mahashate. And that wasn't his debut. He lost his debut against Evan Elder. Then he beat Mahashate. So he's got 2 fights in the UFC. Whereas Thiago Moises has got freaking probably a dozen or something. He's got a lot more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Let's see where
12.
it started.
Yeah, about 12.
Oh my goodness.
2020.
Yeah, he's been in the UFC for ages. For this, Gage Young was still taking middle school tests when Thiago Moises been in. What's the age difference here anyway? Gage Young is young. right? Let's see.
25 and 31.
Thiago Moises. All right, not that bad, not bad. They size up according to Tapology, size up exactly, both of them 5'9". The Thiago Moises, with his experience, he is training out of the Fighting Nerds now, and he's proudly doing that. He's like all about it. He's got his Instagram's all decorated with Fighting Nerds shit. I'm gonna take Thiago Moises plus money. Real fight picks. What are you doing? See, look at he's even got a cartoon with that. Oh, is that a new baby? It's funny. Baby's funny. But look at Thiago Moises, that cartoon. Look at Fighting Nerds. Love it. Look at Gage Young's cartoon. Whoever made this took a lot of I put a lot of time into it. I don't know what that says, but 3 days. Yeah, Thiago Moises. Let's go. Real fight picks. Look at how cute that baby is. Oh yeah.
Fucking, you're talking Latin?
He's a warrior. Oh, once you start spitting out Latin, it's all done. That's fucking Marcus Aurelius. Fucking listens to that when he falls asleep at night. Wakes up with that mindset, with that Latin stoic Marcus Aurelius mindset for winning, championship mindset. Thiago Moises. Gage Young, what a clown. Fucking update your Instagram, bud. Fucking hasn't updated that shit in weeks. Look, he's still got Dana White Contender Series t-shirt on in that one. Yeah, like I said, you couldn't find anything off his Instagram that's even that one where he's training. That next picture is fucking aged, so old. Yeah, look at Dennis Bazooka. That's a killer look. I like it. He does got a bigger noggin.
Nope, fucking head. That's a big fucking target. That's a big head.
Big melon on him.
That's a big head.
Tough to gauge how young he is with that melon. Real fight picks. You gonna make a pick?
Yeah. I don't love Thiago Moises just because he's so. I mean, how did he beat Bobby Green? That's what I want to know. How did he beat Alexander Hernandez?
He's number one. That's how.
I mean, those fights, because I'm looking at Gage Young. All right, here's their skill sets. Here's their tools. You got Thiago Moises. He's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was 8. He was a champion. He was a champion as a blue belt already. I mean, he's just a real slick, like very, very good. But that's his number one tool. His striking's not the worst, but it's not the best. I mean, Benoit Saint Denis is a better striker. Thiago Moises sometimes looks gay when he kicks. He just looks like it looks so fucking awkward sometimes when he strikes. But he puts it out there. He's not like a deadbeat. He's not like a Ryan Hall. And then Gage Young, who I'm gonna assume has the better hands in the striking, and he was a standout wrestler in high school. He was an all-state wrestler. So Thiago Moises is gonna have a hard time unless he puts a toe hold on him or climbs on his back from standing position, or what I fear, Gage Young going down to the ground with him, because somehow, some way, Thiago Moises has a win off of the guy with the Michael Jackson skin, Malott Costa, and yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how he beat Alexander Hernandez, I'm pretty thrown off by that. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of who I want to say Gage Young is like in comparison, like a Bobby Green who wants to stand there and strike. That's what Gage Young wants to do. But I'm going to go with Gage Young. It's a really hard for me, but I feel like because I could see Muay, if Thiago wins, it's going to be by sub. But I'm picking his striking's terrible. I just don't know, like I said, how he beat Bobby Green. But Bobby Green it was weird because the Bobby Green fight, Bobby Green 85-42. Bobby Green had 85 significant strikes of 42. They both took each other down twice. And Thiago Moises got the nod. I don't know how that happened. But I'm going to go with Gage Young, man. I'm going to say he can outstrike him. And he didn't get finished. I'm basing this off the fact that he stood there with Quinlan Salkeld. And that's the guy that just went through Jamie Malarkey. And he's supposed to be like this up-and-coming star. And that's where I'm kind of like, okay, that was a good loss. I'm going to give you credit for that loss. That's where I'm coming from.
Well, before Dave goes, I just noticed they're both pattern fighters, win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. And if you go with the pattern, Gage Young is due to lose and Thiago Moises is due to win. Just coincidentally, I just noticed that when you had the Tapology up. But after Dave's done taking his bong hit, he can give his breakdown. You good?
What are you talking about? All right, spectator per minute 2.48 versus 5.71. Strike absorbed 4.08 versus 5.82. Both of which negative striking ratio. Thiago's got a heavy negative striking ratio. Takedown average 1.31 versus 1.00. Takedown accuracy 35-30. So they kind of want this to go to the ground, they kind of want this to stand on the feet. If it does go to the ground, I got Thiago Moises on the ground. Submission average way higher. Actually does things when he's on the ground. I'm pulling my Vlad card, my Bulgarian Vlad card, and I pass over 1.5.
Who are you going to pick in Tapology?
I pick over 1.5.
You can't pick over on Tapology.
Pick over 1.5. I'm going to pick.
Oh, you're only going to have.
No, I'm going to pick. Okay, fine. I'm fucking picking Gage Young, but I'm very not confident about it at all whatsoever in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Fuck, no way. Like, will not make parlays. Will not make a bet. I'm not even putting a scratch off on this one. I'm just going to sit there and watch it. You don't have to bet on every fight. You don't have to fucking. You don't have to fucking bet on every fight. You don't. I'm picking Gage.
You don't have to, but I want to, and I'm betting on Gage or Thiago Moises to over G money. All right, moving up the card. Next, we have the widest female line. We got the Jasmine Jasudavicius, the Canadian queen. You know that she represents Canada and she does it well. I don't think she's lost in Canada. She's lost, but it hasn't been in Canada. Or actually, what's that last one?
Menofioto.
Yeah, but that wasn't in Canada, I don't think. Or maybe was it?
No.
It may have been. I don't know if
5 months
in France.
No. 5 months ago? No. 5 months ago, there was no fucking event in Canada 5 months ago. That was UFC Fight Night in. Oh no, it was Vancouver.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh no!
5 months ago, my hometown? Come on.
I eat shit.
You did eat shit on that one. So anyway, Jasmine Jasudavicius coming off a loss to Manon Fiorot, but Manon Fiorot is champ. She's like a champion status. She's top 3, right? Top 3 in the 125-pound women. Training out of Niagara Top Team with Mike Malott. Oh, here's a teammate of mine. We train together, eat together, all shit together, all that shit. Yeah. Karine Silva coming out of the Fighting Nerds. Another fighting nerd. She drove up with Thiago Moises. They took the same plane. They're on the same bus. Whatever. They're coming in Fighting Nerds. And Jasmine's Niagara Top Team, but Jasmine's minus 310. I like her, and I think she's going to win, but not at minus 310. Karine Silva at plus 250 might be even. It's a female fight. You got to take the kind of a dog or pass spot almost. I mean, Jasmine is the better fighter and has more advantages, especially when it comes to, I think, wrestling. But if it comes to jiu-jitsu, Karine Silva probably got a higher ranked belt, I would imagine, because she's Brazilian and out of the fighting nerds, which that's their cup of tea down there, if you will. Niagara top team, I don't think they're jiu-jitsu. I think they're more striking type place, I would say. So, and Karine Silva is 5 years younger, 32 years old. I know female fights is kind of weird to gauge the age, but Jasmine is 37. She's on the wrong side of 35, where Karine Silva is the right side of 35. And if it was a men's fight at 125 pounds, that would make a big deal. 37 and 32, that's a big, if it was men's. Women, I don't know, they mature and they age differently. So I don't think it means as much because you still got speed at 37, where men, they lose after 35, you're losing a step. You're losing a little bit of speed. So you would go with the younger fighter here. However, in this case, I am taking the home team. She's from Ontario. And she got knocked out with Manon Fiorot, but it's Manon Fiorot. Karine Silva's last loss was to Macy Barber. Unanimous decision. She beat Dion, and she has another loss to Vivian Araujo. Unanimous decision as well in her last 5. So, yeah, I'm leaning Jasmine by decision, and that's probably will be the outcome. But man, she's hard to put her in a parlay at minus 310. So, real fight picks. What do you got going with this? You're on mute.
Hard to pick women's MMA. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I really wasn't ever impressed with Jasmine. Like, let me put it this way: Jasmine was an underdog fighting Kay Hansen, and I picked Jasmine to win that fight because I learned that she was a Canadian wrestler, Olympian or whatever. And so that's why I was like, okay, I think she's, why is she an underdog against this girl who doesn't look like she's going to be in the UFC for long, Kay Hansen, and she's not. And she barely beat her. And so, I mean, she was the underdog, and that's why nobody made a big deal about it, but she barely beat Kay Hansen. Okay? But I really like the win over Fatima Klein. She also barely beat her, and I think she's barely going to beat Silva. Silva actually is pretty cute, I think.
So maybe take Silva plus 3.5.
A little too much steroids. See, Silva's in the sauce too. Look at her, bro. She's on the sauce. That's not fair.
Right there, doesn't she? She looks lethal.
Bro, Jasmine will still barely win. And I picked Jasmine, but to barely win. The line's ridiculous, man.
Right. That's why if it's a barely win, maybe take the dog plus points. Right?
She could get robbed, you think, in her own backyard? That'd be the only way, because she's gonna
be plus points, meaning that Karine Silva just got to win one round.
Plus
5.5 means
5.5.
If it goes a split decision,
if you're gonna do it, 5.5.
Yeah, that's true. 5.5 if you can move the line. All right, Dave, what are you gonna do?
Jazzy J, strike the number at 3.70 versus 2.48. Strike absorbed 3.71. Even striking ratio. Karine Silva, negative striking ratio 3.04. On the ground, 2.59 versus 2.30. Pretty much a wash. Takedown accuracy, a wash. Takedown defense, 75 versus 21. But submission average, 1.5. She's comfortable going on her back because she gets the subs. She's comfortable getting taken down. Man, this fight should not be anywhere near what the odds are. This is ridiculous. I think this is a coin flip at best. I like the hometown favorite because she has the volume on the feet. But if this does go to the ground, man, Silva's fucking super comfortable on the ground. And I think she's going to, even on the bottom, she'd have the advantage, or like there wouldn't be much advantage. So a coin flip, And I'm going to go with the fact that this is going to go through the judges' decision, and the biased Canadian judges, swayed by the crowd on this main event card, on this main event fight. The judges are going to pick. Yeah, they're going to pick Jazzy J. Judges are going to pick Jazzy J. I'm not putting this in any parlay. I think it's a coin flip. I think it's going to be a decision. Judges, yeah, that's where I'm saying, and I'm not happy about the fight at all. That's all I got.
All right. Agreed. So we're all right. Moving on. Next, we have the Canadian in this fight is Mandel Nalo. And I think he goes by like Rat Garbage, something weird, artsy. Let me
Mango.
see. Or let me open it up on Mandel Nalo versus the Black Country Banger, Jai Herbert. And what's Mango? That's not as it's like rat trash or rat garbage or something weird like that. He's got like an artsy. You go to his Instagram, it's all fucking art. It's all art, like weird artsy shit. Look at even his picture. That's rat garbage. Rat garbage. And look at all that rat garbage. That's what it is to his art. I think it's garbage. It's all crap. It looks like shit. Keep going. Rat garbage. Look at. Really? Come on. All right. We get you. You're eccentric. Rat garbage loves you no matter what. Get that t-shirt. Fucking cornball. Anyway, Mandel Nalo, he's training at a TriStar. His longtime friend and roommate and training partner is Ayman Zahabi. They grew up together since they were young kids. He's got a little, I watched the interview, like a little interview backstory and shit on him. So yeah, he was pretty much sucking Ayman Zahabi off on that interview. He's like, oh, me and Ayman Zahabi, we're back and we go back, far back. But for real though, I heard from other cappers that if you want to test your skills at TriStar, you go against Mandel Nalo. He's one of those guys that's best in the gym. Like in the gym, he looks like he should be a champ. But then when he gets out into the mat, out into the cage, it goes a little bit different. Is this his debut? It is. He's coming out of Contender Series. So 14-3. I didn't really look into it that much. They're both 36 and 37. Jai Herbert, Black Country Banger. Now he's been through. I remember he took that loss to Ilia Topuria it was back probably 2021 or something. Let me see. Jai Herbert, Black Country Banger. But I remember he was like the first person he knocked down Ilia Topuria in that loss. Yeah. Right hook round 2. Round 1, Black Country Banger knocked him down or had him wobbled. He won round 1 against Ilia Topuria. But then after that loss where he got knocked out, he bounced back with a win over Kyle Nelson. That's pretty good. Had a draw against Ludovic Klein. That's all right. Then he lost to Frasiam. Frasiam is the smile killer. Yeah. That guy was fraudulent. And he had a split decision loss against Chris Padilla, who last week just impressed the shit out of everybody last week, Chris Padilla. Right?
Shit.
So Black Country Banger at plus money doesn't look that bad against unproven rat garbage Mandel Nalo. So Mandel Nalo, this rat garbage guy, he's minus 170 because he is a TriStar gym rat garbage. He's like a gym star. Like in training, he looks like he's top tier. That's what I've heard. I can't see Mandel Nalo fights, but I did break him down before for some reason. Oh, he fought Davison. No, No, I don't know. I remember breaking him down, the rat garbage guy, but he hasn't fought anybody that I recognize in this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jai Herbert. This is one of the Canadians another Canadian that I'm fading. That's why I can't make a full Canadian parlay because Mandel Nalo is not a Canadian that I will back. He's not one that I'm going to back. Rat garbage, keep that garbage in TriStar. We're going with Black Country Banger at plus money. Jai Herbert. That's my pick. He's at the Manchester top team, according to his Tapology. However, I did see him at the place called the Warfare Academy conducting a seminar on takedowns. And Black Country Banger, he's a striker. He's from England. In England, they don't take down, but he was doing a seminar at a place called Warfare Academy where he was trained. He had the wrestling sneakers on and the whole thing, and he's training wrestling. Like he's teaching. He's teaching, and it wasn't to little kids. It was teaching wrestling to adults, like grappling and wrestling and shit on his Instagram. And that's what I'm like, okay, Jai Herbert, I see you wrestling, and I'll take that over the rat garbage. So I'm taking Jai Herbert. That's my pick. Sticking with it. Real fight picks. What are you gonna do here?
Hey, I kind of see this fight just like I see the Tanner Boser Gokhan Sirakam fight. I feel like if this Nalo guy doesn't find the button, and you know what's interesting about this Nalo guy is striking is not even what he's supposedly the best at. He has like a black belt in Japanese jiu-jitsu, which I don't know what the hell that is. And then he also has a regular black belt in regular jiu-jitsu. And so he's supposedly a wizard on the ground. However, Jai Herbert fought Ilya Topuria, and I want to say Ilya, if he would have, after he got knocked down with the head kick, and he probably would have tried to take down Jai Herbert, and I want to say he did for a second, but Herbert got up, and he would have subbed him if he could, is what I'm saying. So I don't think Jai Herbert's that subbable. I mean, he's fought everybody, he's seen everything. So I don't know how good this guy's wrestling is. But yeah, he has great submissions, but they're gonna start on the feet. The only problem with Jai Herbert though is his he won that first round against Ilya Topuria, and then the lights went out, and then he got knocked out in the third round against Francisco Trinaldo, and he was winning that fight too. So he could be winning, he could be up, and then the third round just run out of gas, and then this dude right here, I don't even know his name because it's so new. Nalo. If Nalo catches him in the third, it's a possibility. But then how is he going to look in the third? Is he going to have UFC jitters? Is he going to have an adrenaline dump? Is he going to be not there after the first round and Jai Herbert going to finish him because Jai Herbert's, Jai Herbert and we heard of him?
What's going on with his?
Actually, I don't know who to pick.
Oh, that was he's breathing in something. That was,
and it's not like a huge line difference between it's not like it's a 5-1, or else I would pick Jai Herbert, confidently. But I am still going to pick Jai Herbert. It's one of those situations where I'm like, okay, go ahead and prove it to me. I am picking Jai Herbert in Tapology. I mean, that guy looks like he's on something weird. He has like a 11 and a half pack. But I'm still picking Jai Herbert because I know what you're going to get. And I bet you anything, this is the tallest fighter that Nalo's fought. I bet you. And so I want to see how that is. But Jai Herbert don't use his range well. He got knocked out by Ilya Topuria, mind you. He's probably going to get knocked out the more that I hear myself talk.
Yeah, it's Ilya Topuria, mind you.
Yeah, but
Ilya Topuria, real fight.
Jai Herbert's just one of those guys, though, that just it doesn't matter who he's fighting. You just look at him like that's the first thing you think about.
He did knock him down too.
But you know what? He fought Padilla, right? He fought Padilla. So go ahead. Let me give it Jai Herbert. Give me Jai Herbert. Give me a little bit of Jai for that plus money.
There you go. Dave, you taking your Canadian rat garbage?
I'm going to take the same stance that I did on Jazzy J. I think Jai Herbert's the better fighter. I think he should win this fight. I would pick him regardless. I think he is by far the better fighter. Having said that, hometown crowd, I don't like it. This will not be on my Canadian parlay either, by the way, because I think Jai Herbert's just a way better fighter, like just a way more talented, better repertoire of opponents. Stats are skewed because I've only got one fight for Nello, but on Jai Herbert's, on his previous fights, hang on a second. I mean, competitive as fuck. As long as, I mean, if he does get a couple takedowns, he's comfortable there. I'm worried about the BJJ for Nello. I will admit, like, he's probably better on the ground. If this does go to the ground, Nello's probably going to be able to dominate this for a stupid bullshit Canadian win again. But yeah, keeping this out of my parlays, keeping this out of my Canadian parlays as well. There's lots of Canadians fighters on the undercard and in this card, so I can skip on Jazzy J and I can skip on this guy. I'm picking Nalo. I'm picking Nalo by decision.
Okay. All right, moving on. We got the co-main event. We've got what are you in a bag of lettuce?
Yeah.
Real fight picks? Showing everybody how healthy you are. That's interesting. All right. We got the Matrix, Kyler Phillips taking on Charles Jourdain. All right. Kyler Phillips is plus 120. And I think that is a good on you, Kyler Phillips, because you should not be you should be a plus 200, I think. But anyway, Charles Jourdain, minus 142. I'm jumping all over that because I think Charles Jourdain should be a minus 200. I think he should be a 2-1 favorite over Kyler Phillips. The
odds on this card?
Kyler Phillips, little background. He is out of MMA Lab. I did check his Instagram and verify that he's been training with Marcus McGee. Interesting enough, Marcus McGee, and his training is weird. It's been check out his Instagram. It's kind of it is a little off. I don't know if it's just for show, but they clown around a lot. The Charles Jourdain, it says Academia Pro Star, but if you go on Instagram, everything says Brazilian top team Canada. Brazilian top team Canada. Don't ask me. I don't know. Brazilian top team Canada. Okay, it's in Quebec, and he's been putting his training in over there. But I'll tell you what, Charles Jourdain is he's something special. He's got his own YouTube channel. I didn't subscribe, but I did check it out, where it shows his whole, like, he's got an 8-minute training video where he's just training the entire video to background music, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not like a hype video or nothing, but it's all right. Look at that's a nice Preecaaap. That's a nice clickbait picture right there with Mike Malott and Gilbert Burns for this show. Interesting. But yeah, Charles Jourdain, he's got his own channel. It's not that. Look, is that Duho Choi? Yeah, Duho Choi. But right there it is, Charles Jourdain channel. Don't subscribe to check it out though. And he's got right there UFC Fight Camp. See that? I suffered through watching that. I mean, it's not suffering because it's pretty good, and he's funny too. He makes funny jokes. Like he's got an interview on Instagram where he says, "My next fight is Kyler Phillips, and I told you he was gay." And the interviewer goes, "He's not gay. He's got a family." He's like, "So? I got a family." Which it killed me. I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome, Charles Jourdain." You know, of course he's joking. He's got the hottest girlfriend, hottest wife, mother of his baby. I think she's one of the most attractive women in the world, Charles Jourdain's wife. But anywho, look at it's good. He's good. Charles Jourdain. I like him. And I think he should be a bigger favorite, but I'll take him minus 142. He's one of my more confident picks on this card. I'm all over it. I like Charles Jourdain. Enough talk. Real fight picks. You taking the Matrix?
I think Jamie Lynn Worth is my most confident pick on the card so far, to be honest with you. And you're really laying it on thick, you know what I mean, for Charles Jourdain. I mean, he's 17-8. And Kyler Phillips, didn't he beat Ronnie Barcelos? I didn't look at nothing. I mean, he could be flashy too. His jiu-jitsu might be better. Like, I wish I could be so confident, bro. I don't know where it all comes from. Let me see here. Kyler Phillips, best win. Let's look at each of their best wins. Ronnie Barcelos, Song Yadong. He lost to Rob Font. So maybe he's on a decline. We could say he still took him down 4 times. It's like he ran out of answers real quick, though. Looked really bad against Vinicius Oliveira. And, fuck. This is going to be super close. I don't think Charles Jourdain comes in. I mean, he went to unanimous decision with Kron Gracie, Charles Jourdain did. Let's look at his best win. Lando Venata, Davy Grant. I mean, that's his fucking best win. Charles Jourdain. I mean,
Ricardo Ramos. Ricardo Ramos is a good win. He's got a bunch of good wins.
Victor Henry, Ricardo Ramos, and Con Gracie are all better wins than fucking Kyler Phillips.
This is the dude. Hey, look it. I'm picking
all of them. I think Kyler Phillips loses to all those guys.
Dude. Hey, I mean, dude, he's on the hotness. You know what I mean? Because he could do some shit. Like, he actually has jujitsu and he could, like, guillotine you and he could armbar you. I'm not saying Charles Jourdain doesn't have skills, and he's flashy. That's what MMA Jesus loves. I know he loves the flash. You know what I mean? He loves the flash. And Kyler Phillips, I don't know. He's kind of like he's kind of flashy too, but it's like if his trick don't work, if his speed don't work, like I kind of see him giving up. And Charles Jourdain, he don't give up. I'm picking Charles Jourdain because I feel like it's going to go to decision. I feel like they're going to give him the robbery decision. I feel like Kyler Phillips probably really is supposed to get the win but doesn't. That's how I really feel. So I'm picking Charles Jourdain by robbery decision. That's how good I am, guys.
You're not that good.
Okay.
Remember that. That's specific right there. That's no,
Don't
ever robbery decision. Charles Jourdain.
That should be extra. It should be robbery decision plus 6,000.
He's not going to lose a fucking round. He's going to win every round. 30-27 unanimous decision. Charles Jourdain.
Thank you. Don't ever,
Dave. You're going to back that up. You're going to say that same thing. Let's back it up with some stats.
Don't ever trust the guy who says trust me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Second time per minute 5.04 versus 5.48. Yeah, sure, whatever. Second absorb 3.83 versus 4.25. Yeah, sure, whatever. Takedown average 2.31 versus 0.33. Okay, advantage Kyler Phillips on the ground if you want. Takedown accuracy 45-21. Takedown defense 75-47. Neither of these guys are looking to take this down on the ground. If it does, submission average advantage to Jourdain on this one, by the way. Submission average 0.4 versus 0.7. I think this is going to stay on the feet. I think it's going to be a domination. If it does go on the ground, I think Charles is going to be the guy taking things down. Look at the size advantage on these two guys.
I will.
Just on hair alone, I got to go Canadian. Just on fuck your wavy hair bullshit.
I do want to interject, Dave. Charles Jourdain's coming off 2 back-to-back guillotine submission chokes. Both of them, and he snatched them up good and hard. Once it was sunk in, Davy Grant and Victor Henry both quick tap, because they were getting choked. He's finessed the guillotine. Charles Jourdain. Finessed it. So it might not be a decision. It might be a submission win. Just throwing that in there too.
You know what? I like it. I like all of that. The whole point being is that this all points down to Charles Jourdain's got to be winning this. There's a couple Canadians I'm not putting in this parlay. Jazzy J is one of them. But Charles Jourdain is in my Canadian parlay.
Sweet. I have a Canadian parlay too. All right. We're all on Charles Jourdain. Moving on to the main event. We've got the dog in Gilbert Burns plus 210. And he's taking on the Canadian hero minus 258. Mike Malott. These lines did move earlier. Yeah. Earlier in the week, I know Mike Malott was like minus 300 and Gilbert Burns was plus 250. I did see that earlier. So money's been coming in on Gilbert Burns. I know he's coming off back to back 4 losses. Which that's it. That doesn't show a steady decline. I don't know what does, because that's evident that he has lost. He's not the same fighter as he has been. However, I will say I checked out his Instagram, and boy, did it change my opinions on Gilbert Burns. He is coaching at Killcliff, and he is putting in hard training, hard work, like back in the day training. And look at the losses. Okay, he's off 4 back losses. But listen to the quality of opponent he's had. Bilal Muhammad, okay. Jack Della Maddalena, okay. Sean Brady, who is the worst of the 4 losses, and that's not saying much. And then Michael Morales, undefeated Michael Morales. So all 4 of those losses are to killers, are to fantastic top-notch people, you know. So you can say, oh, he's on the decline. Well, I think whoever had those 4 opponents would probably be in the same situation. I think Mike Malott would lose to Bilal Muhammad, Jack Della, Sean Brady, that'd be a good one. And I think he'd lose to Michael Morales. So Mike Malott isn't, I understand he's the Canadian, he's the hero, he's the headliner. This card is built around him. Niagara top team with Jasmine. His brother plays hockey for, ironically, the LA Kings, I do believe. I know he plays for an American team, though. I'm pretty sure he does. Right? Dave, you would know. But anyway, Mike Malott's brother plays hockey. What?
Would Mike Malott beat Jorge Masvidal? Yes. Would he beat Neil Magny? Yes. Would he beat Stephen Thompson? Yes. Would he lose to Kazmat? Yes. Would he lose to Bilal? Probably. Would he use yes.
Would he beat Damian Maia or Tyrone Woodley? I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, Gilbert Burns at plus money is something. But proper Mike Malott, 13-2-1. Let's since we talked about Gilbert Burns' resume leading up to this fight, let's look at Mike Malott's last 5. Okay. Oh, he lost to Neil Magny. Weird. Would he beat Neil Magny? Obviously not, Dave. He didn't. He lost. So there goes that fucking thing you just said. Anyway, he did beat Officer Trevin Giles, who should have done retired. He beat Chuck Buffalo, Charles Radke, which it looks good because Charles Radke looked great last weekend. And he beat Kevin Bullshit Holland. Okay. Before that, before the Neil Magny loss, who? Adam Fugit, Johan Lioness, and that was a fight of the night. Johan Lioness, really? Mickey Gall, what? Mickey Gall's claim to fame is beating CM Punk. These guys, come on, really? Mike Malott, I just thought, you know what? At plus 210, Gilbert Burns I like Gilbert Burns here. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take him on, top. He's not going to be my lock or top of the card, but at plus 210, I already got Mike Malott in a Canadian parlay I've already placed, but I'm gonna hedge my bet and take. And Gilbert Burns is gonna be my fucking pick on Tapology too. I think he's gonna. I don't know. I think this might be. It's a trap. I think it's a trap. Gilbert Burns is coaching at Killcliff. I know Mike Malott used to coach at Team Alpha Male. He doesn't anymore. Now he spends his time at Niagara Top Team, which is good. He is putting it in, and he looks good. And it's going to be a good fight. I think it should be. What I'm saying, the line should be closer than what it looks like. And at plus 210, I'll take the dog in Gilbert Burns because there's no reason there's nothing showing that Mike Malott is that much better. He is taller, bigger, all that good stuff. But I don't know, the intensity Gilbert Burns has on his Instagram and his recent, like 3 days ago training, and he's all covered yelling like they're doing this a whole training camp thing, like the whole gym of people, and he's going and he's screaming, like open mouth screaming, pumped up. I think he's ready for this fight, and I think he's gonna pull off the miracle in Winnipeg and beat the heavy favorite Mike Malott. Real fight picks. Go ahead.
Man, this is the main event, guys. And you know what? Before I go any further, I forgot, and I feel terrible. So I'm going to do it right now. I want to give a shout out to my boy, Useless. I don't know if you're still here, Useless, but your show, you're the GOAT. You're so talented, bro. You're going to go so far. So subscribe to his channel. It's Useless MMA. And throughout the week, you know what I mean? He goes live so much. I got to bounce ideas off of him. And I was really torn with this fight. You know, I even told you this morning, like Mike Malott had to use the box of shame. He looked like shit. And it's true. You know, he did look terrible, but he's going to bounce back. Luckily, he made the weight. If he had missed the weight and had to go cut again and then come back, then maybe I'd be a little worried. But see, for the fact that he actually made the weight, he's going to go rehydrate. He's going to be fine. And it's just one of those simple things. But I'm going and I'm doing a trust fall. And Useless is going to be there to catch me. And he said that Mike Malott is guaranteed to walk away with the victory. No questions, ifs, ands, or buts about it. He says Gilbert Burns is done. He's a scrub. He's washed. He's terrible. He sucks. His dog sucks and everything. So I'm doing a trust fall on Useless right now, guys. He said that Gilbert Burns is done. Mike Malott is going to lock. It's a lock. Give me Mike Malott. Useless. Thank you, bro. I didn't have to stress on this one.
Is he the hammer of the week? Hammer of the week? Hammer of the line?
This is the easiest pick of the night, guys.
Unreal, you. All right. Dave. I already wrote your name by Mike Malott anyway, but go ahead.
There has been I got a problem with fucking Gilbert Burns. He will fight the devil and bring his best. Gilbert Burns with a fight camp is pretty fucking scary. Gilbert Burns with a fight camp as a coach in his gym. Fuck, I've never seen that before. That's going to be the scariest thing I've ever fucking seen. Gilbert Burns coming to the ring with a fight camp as a coach and whatever training he wants and how he wants it. Mike Malott, I love you. You're fucking awesome. You're Canadian. You're up and comer. I never really thought you were that good. I'm a Canadian. Can I pick Gilbert Burns over Mike Malott in this one? I think it's a coin flip at best. I think Mike Malott.
That's what I'm doing.
I think Mike Malott is really not that good. He really isn't. Let me bring some stats up. I apologize. I should fucking say something to back my shit up.
He just destroyed Charles Radke.
Dude, I'm sorry. I can't bet on fighting. I can't bet against Gilbert Burns on an unproven Canadian prospect. Yeah, I get it. He's decent. He's good. I think he got fed his last fight against Holland. his Radke fight. Radke did not have a proper training camp. I would love to see the Mike Malott Radke fight back again. I think this is a great fucking thing to do, especially when Mike Malott loses this fight. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm all over Gilbert Burns here. Just on the experience alone, if this does go to the ground, Gilbert Burns is way beyond like just the muscle memory on Gilbert Burns' ground game is going to toast Mike Malott. I don't care. On the feet, I think it's close. Gilbert Burns does not have the advantage here, 3.15 versus 3.93. So Mike Malott does have the advantage in volume there. Strike absorb 3.64 versus 3.06. I do think Mike Malott is better on the feet. Having said that,
yeah,
this is not going to go the whole fucking 5 rounds on the feet. This is going to go to the ground, and on the ground for 5 fucking rounds. Gilbert Burns, he would sign a fight with the fucking devil if he had a training camp, and he would fucking show up and fucking last the 5 rounds. Mike Malott, how many fucking 5 rounds fight has he had? That's a 3-round fight. Okay, his last fight was 5 rounds. I get it. No, it wasn't. It was only 3. He's never seen 5 rounds. He's seen 3 rounds. Gilbert Burns, yeah, I'm sorry. Despite the fact that he's coming off of 4 fucking losses, I think the quality of opponents is way better. I'm picking Gilbert Burns here by decision. I'm fading my Canadian boy. Once again, not part of my Canadian parlay.
Kill Cliff.
Hey, I'm probably just projecting or something, but I just feel like Burns is washed. If this fight was 5 years ago, I would be all on Burns. I just think it's a matter of, and I never guess it right. Burns is probably going to come out and look like Cub. I thought Cub was washed. You know what I'm saying? And Nate looked like the one who was washed. So here I am again. I think Gilbert's washed. I think Mike's the hotness, the newness. He's on the headliner. He's getting a second chance. He's not going to drop the ball again like he did against Neil Magny. He can't. He can't, guys.
Let's get some parlays going.
Okay, let's do it. So, all right. So, agreed upon. There's not many. We were different on a lot, but all right. Go back from the beginning. We're all on Timu, Kyle Dawkins, Jamie Siraj. We're split on Dave likes Vlogden. Me and Real Fight Picks, we like Castaneda. We all like Jamie Lynn Horth. A horse is a horse, of course. But we're not taking females into our parlay. That doesn't happen. We all like Melissa Croden. Once again, no females in our 3-legger. We're split on Tanner. You guys are both taking Shaved Bear Tanner Bozer. I'm taking Gokhan Sarakam, the Turkish fighter. I like the 11-2 record. I think, I don't know. I'm more fading Tanner Bozer. Never been impressed with that guy. We're all on Julian LeBlanc over Robert Valentine. And I think he's plus money too. I'm going to put a little asterisk by that one. That might make it. And I like that he's training with Marc-Andre Barrio. I like his debut in Canada. He definitely wants to win this one. Robert Valentine's coming off 3 losses. He ain't nothing special. Okay, we're split on I like Dennis Bazooka, so does Dave, but Real Fight Picks likes the huge favorite in Barboza, -500. We wouldn't take that anyway. It's too chalky.
Hey, you know what's a good play? If you like Dennis Bazooka so bad, is if you played, all you got to do is play Barboza, doesn't get the finish, plus 164. You know what I mean? So that way he could win by sub.
Wow. That
doesn't get the knockout. Doesn't get the knockout.
I might take that.
Doesn't get the knockout.
Like Dave said, if it gets out of first round, I think I'll take Bazooka on the money line if it gets out of round 1. Maybe live bet that thing. Yeah, that's what we probably should do. Live bet it.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, or something. Just no money line. Bazooka money line. Just money. Doesn't matter how.
But then our minds
Long
play
as he-
tricks on us. He'll
All
get
right,
his
anyway,
ass beat so
we're
bad, and
split
you're gonna be like,
on,
nah, I can't do it.
maybe we're we're split on Thiago Moises, Gage Young. I like Thiago Moises. You boys like the young Gage Young. We're all on Jasmine Jazadavicius, but girl fight and chalky, so that's a no. We're split on Mandel Nalo. Dave likes Nalo, rat garbage. And me and Real Fight Picks, we like Jai Herbert. I love that fight anyway. We're all on Charles Jourdain. Put a star around that one. He's making it. And we're split on Mike Malott and Gilbert Burns. I'm on Burns. Dave is also on Burns. But Real Fight Picks is on Mike Malott, which is understandable. That's going to be a close fight. It's good. It's a tough one to pick. So we got Julian LeBlanc and Air Jourdain. We got two people we all agree about. We have to either include a girl or someone's got to flip their pick to make it even. We got three girls that we're all on the same side. You can pick one of those girls, not Jasmine Jazadavicius, though. Let's do Jamie Lynn Horse.
Did we all?
Oh, you did it already.
We all picked Castaneda too.
No. Dave picked Vologden. I don't know why. Would you flip your pick, Dave? You were on the Russian kid, Mark Vologden.
I am.
Huh? Well, then why'd you put Castaneda in there?
I was just fucking picking shit as I was doing it. Okay, so we're at Jourdain, LeBlanc, Croden, Horth, or Jamie Siraj. Which one do you want me to take out? I got to take out two.
We got to take out Siraj. That's too much chalk.
On a parlay?
Maybe not.
Siraj. Oh, we all are on him.
We're on him. Yeah, actually, my bad.
Siraj.
He's a guy.
I forgot. I didn't go back that far.
I'm taking out Melissa Croden because the odds are – I got better odds on other people. So this is what I've got. As far as my four goes, I've got Jourdain, LeBlanc, Horth, and Siraj. You guys want to take one out?
Kind of nice.
Well, we got to do a three-legger, and we try not to do girls. So I guess we'll do Jourdain, LeBlanc, and Siraj.
The horse is going to be good. Anyways, regardless, that four-leg parlay is plus 834. Take out Horth. We are at plus 460.
That's nice.
Plus 460. Jourdain, LeBlanc, and Siraj.
Charles Jourdain, I think, is an easy one. Siraj, I think, is a fucking easy one. LeBlanc is the only one that I'm not positive about. Close. It's there.
It is because Robert Valentine hasn't shown shit. Oh,
yeah,
man,
well, that's
that weird ass tattoo.
Still, exactly. Like I'm pretty confident, but I mean that's a great three-leg parlay at plus 460.
Yeah, it's fun for sure. I like it. I'm doing it too.
I gotta feed my account.
I kind of want to do like Croden and Horth together because I want to put Croden in this one, but I don't want to put too much money. Like, for instance, like if I put $15, I don't want to put another 15 because then I have to rely on LeBlanc. I got $30 on him all of a sudden. So I do want to play Horth, so I might as well play the girls together. Maybe a Canadian parlay, put Bozer in it too.
Oh, I'm doing this. You want to hear my Canadian parlay? I'm gonna put it in as soon as I verify my account.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right. Hold on.
I don't have
9, 8, 4, 7.
I don't know shit about that other guy though, and he could fucking flatline Bozer. That's why I don't want to do it. I'm gonna do Horth and Croden. I think that's responsible.
All right, let me feed because I wasted all my money on the Mets got destroyed tonight. Or this early afternoon is like 2:30. Destroyed,
I
like
lost a $15
12
over under bet on baseball. $15 gone. Fucking baseball.
Okay.
Like, how could anyone know? Like, the strikes, the over under strikes for the Valentin LeBlanc, they each have about 28 strikes for the over under. One's 27.5, one's 29.5. And it's like, how do you even know? Like, I think it's fun to pick lines like that because how do you even know how fast that fight or long that fight's can be or how it's gonna play out? Like,
All right, so here's my 7-leg parlay. I'm taking out a couple here. Charles Jourdain is a lock. Jazzy J minus 325, and I'm not confident on her, so I'm taking her out. LeBlanc versus Valentin, he's in there. Bozer plus 125, I'm putting him in there. Croden, I'm comfortable. Damian Horth, super comfortable, and Siraj, comfortable.
Siraj is minus 258. I hope you're comfortable.
The only one that is an issue here is Tanner Bozer. So on a one, so this is a 6-leg parlay. I will 3-leg parlay this bet. Right there. 3-leg parlay. That's what I'm doing. And I'm putting a fucking
Round robin it.
oh yeah. Oh shit. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But anyways, that is my round robin parlay. Jourdain, LeBlanc, Bozer, Croden, Horth, and Siraj. Happy Canada Day.
All right, I'm typing it in right now, our play. Plus money junkie parlay.
I've got a jet. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Later.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. Best of luck. Later. So here's our parlay for the show. Plus money junkie parlay.
I like
parlay.
it. I actually like this
Jourdain,
one.
LeBlanc, Siraj. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is make a all Canadian parlay. Because I do like certain Canadians in this one. And I did one already with Mike Malott, but this one I'm doing now is not going to be with Mike Malott. We're going to have Charles Jourdain. Okay. Not that Nalo guy. I will put Jasmine in there because I think she will win. Who else I like? LeBlanc. He's a home team. He's a Canadian, not Tanner Bozer. I will put in Melissa Croden. She is Canadian.
Okay.
Jamie Lynn Horth, Canadian. And Jamie Siraj, Canadian. So my 6-leg Canadian parlay. Let me see, make sure. Charles Jourdain, Jasmine Jasnovicius, Julian LeBlanc, Melissa Croden, Jamie Lynn Horth, Jamie Siraj. There we go. Pays. It's plus 2,039. $10 makes you 213 if they all play. Let's see. View my bets. I'm going to copy and paste this sucker. Oh, Canada. Here's my Oh, Canada parlay. Copy. Oh, Canada parlay. Paste. 6 picks. Plus 2,039. Unbelievable, but I love it. I like the plus money. All right. So here's the Canadian parlay, Oh Canada parlay. Charles Jourdain, Jasmine, LeBlanc, Croden, Horth Siraj plus 2,039. So a $10 bet will pay back $213.93. I like
Beautiful.
it. So
Beautiful.
yeah, not bad, not bad. Was it 12:30? That's pretty good show.
Yeah, I mean, we did our best, bro. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter how much research. I kind of want to go now for fun. I mean, if you guys want to know where this is, what trajectory this show is taking me, I want to see that dude, that Gokum. I want to see just one of his fights. I want to see like how slick he is. You know what I mean? Then I want to watch this.
What's his name? The Gokam Sarakam, the Turkish guy.
Yeah. I want to see him, and then I kind of want us to remind myself how good is Boser. Like, you know, how durable. How durable is he? Can he make it to round 2? You know, I want to see a couple of this Gokum fight. I'm gonna probably watch a couple of them. Be honest with you, I got nothing else to do right now, so
I'm gonna see if I can find something real quick on him. Well, just since we got it open.
Well, like his Instagram.
Gokan.
Goku.
No, I'm just on YouTube. Just
Goku.
Gokan. Yeah, Goku. That's the Dragon Ball Z guy, right?
Yeah, that's a remember.
Oh, look, they got a full fight against Steve Mowry.
Share your screen real quick.
A full fight with Steve. I'm gonna as soon as there's a commercial.
You're actually
skip that.
Useless. I'll see you throughout the week, my guy. I appreciate those lives, bro. I do. Going live while you're working out in the studio. I feel that, bro. It's motivating.
Okay.
It actually is cool. I feel like I'm almost sneaking in research.
So here we go. All right.
He's kind of fat, huh? He's got breasts.
Okay. He is, but this is, I don't know how old this is, but
not impressed. I'm not impressed.
Saw him today. He does still have that same body style. This is the heavyweight. So look at the guy he beat, though. This guy, he looks awesome. Memento Mori. Yeah. Memento Mori. You know what that is? That's a Italian mafia thing. Look.
Yeah, let me get that.
Steve Mowry, get it? Memento Mori. I get it. Let's see. Let's speed this up and see. Let's see if we see some action.
I just like looking at his tat.
Right. So
he's sitting there looking for the shot. Huh?
I don't even know
he is. I could already tell. Look at him. And he got taken down.
I don't like how he ducks when he punches.
He's really looking for that one shot. I think Boser's too good for that.
He's going for that uppercut.
That slick little uppercut, though.
Uppercut. Oh, big haymakers. Haymakers. That's good.
He's like Francis Ngannou.
I mean, no.
He'll just sit there, bro.
Look at the height. They say a height advantage, 5 inches for the guy in the red shorts. Steve Mowry.
I think I'm going to put Tanner Boser.
TKO.
I'm going to put Tanner Boser in something. Tanner Boser, Gage Young. I'm going to make one off the top of my head.
Oh, this
for fun.
This ended up going to
Look, he took him down, bro. And Tanner Boser has jiu-jitsu.
I don't know. I don't like.
He's working on the Kimura.
Tanner Boser.
He's gonna get a Kimura.
Look, he's trying to get the Kimura.
Tanner Boser would have got that shit.
Does he? No. Did he?
Right.
He did. He beat him with Kimura. So we picked it. Yeah. Gokhan Sarakam loss. That's what we watched.
Let me get
That's
Tanner
a poor
Boser.
Poor showing.
Plus 133.
Yeah, and I think might switch my pick too. I don't know. But Steve Mowry's good though, I think. Anyway, all right, that's enough. I gotta put my Tapology picks in. I'm still on the fence with this one with the Tanner Boser, Gokhan Sarakam. But yeah, good show tonight. Best of luck, everybody, tomorrow. And thanks for everybody in the chat for coming out and sticking through. And yeah, Real Fight Picks. I'll talk to you in our text chat tomorrow.
That sounds good. Good night, chat. I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody does good tomorrow, and like and subscribe.